Come on downstairs, guys. Welcome to the studio tour. And so,
Oh, there was no queue earlier. Still a walk on. Let me double check that my Instagram post set up. Yes, it did. I don't know how long my battery is gonna last. At my place this morning, so it was not completely charged. We'll see if it lasts a whole 45, 50 minutes of the ride. I think they're loading the Spanish language tram. Still haven't bought a gimbal or a replacement gimbal since my last one started last year. So much fun. That's Saturn, right?
You want to check it out? That's Minions. You want to go see it before we leave? Minions.
I'm sorry, I think it's going to be better. Bright side flag. Bright side flag.
That's the entrance.
I don't know where else the bright side flag is good at other than bars. Probably could do another live later. Probably will be able to power up to most likely tomorrow morning.
That's the parking lot, yeah. Transformers, Mario, Dinosaur. This is Fun Life, Despicable Me. And then this is The Secret Life of Pets. And this is, oh, that's Harry Potter.
Maybe. Definitely not last time.
All aboard, all aboard. You folks doing a wonderful job boarding. You're sliding over, filling in the seats. Thank you for doing that. And good afternoon. Welcome aboard. Universal Studios Tour. My name is Mike. I'll be your guide. What a beautiful afternoon it is.
Oh man, the left side seat is where the sun is right now. Oh, that's sweating.
Make your way through the park for the afternoon and into the evening. So we're going to be on the boarding line just a little bit longer, get a few more guests on board. Thank you for your patience. Our studio was incorporated in 1912 by Mr. Runaway. You see him up on the screen. He's waving his hat. Now, motion picture production started on the West Coast, New York, New Jersey, and then these filmmakers came to the West. So our studio's been here in Southern California since about 1914. First time Carl ever opened the
Do you want to sit by Graham?
to the public.
Come on up.
March
Do
15th.
you want to sit by Graham?
1915.
Okay, you
That is our birthday, March 15th.
Very first.
So just past March, we celebrated 110th birthday of the studio. How about that? Studio has two sections. Front lot we go through first, where we have the majority of our 36 sound stages. That's where we film indoors. Then we go on to the back lot with the big outdoor sets and the animation. Now, some of the shows that are filmed on the front lot acts with Gene Smart. All right, guys, that's an Universal television production, but it streams on HBO Max. The back lot, NBC's Voices film.
Did I adjust
Everybody
real
got
quick?
3D glasses? If you didn't get them, let us know.
My bad.
Raise the glasses. We'll get a pair to you. We only put them on for King Kong. Also on board, if we have younger guests, smaller children, whose legs don't touch the floor of the tram, for their safety, seated towards center of the row, away from the outside gates, and always keep hands, arms, and feet inside the tram. Clear the gate area. Guess what? We got thumbs up. Please turn to the left, wave goodbye. Our journey begins. Again, my name is Mike. I'm your guide. Let me introduce our driver, Corey. Say hello, Corey. I got it right, didn't I? Yeah. Corey says
Might be
hey, Matt,
spotty
he's a great
because
driver. Now, let me
I don't know what the
introduce
connection is between the floor,
and
especially in
host of the
February.
Tonight Show, Mr.
I'm not connected to
Jimmy
the universal
Fallon.
Wi-Fi. What they would update this? This is so video. Oh, Jimmy, you're super young.
Hey,
It's like 20 years ago.
Corey. Mike? Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Okay, folks, here are the safety rules. First,
Can't get a few
if
backstage.
you need any guest
behind the building.
assistance during the tour or have a medical emergency, or if you drop something of value
The mobile
off the
crane's
side
gone.
of the tram, or you have any sound or video issues, reach up, grab that red emergency cord, runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram. I will be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so.
I forgot they still
During
have to put
the
the
entire
screen
tour,
shield.
please remain seated, keeping your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Our studio is private property. If at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you just cannot wait to use the restroom, or a couple examples, pull the cord to remain seated. Please no smoking of any kind during the tour. Be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, fire effects, and
almost
many
done.
water effects.
A couple more
So you
months,
may
they're gonna
get
start
wet.
doing,
We will also
previews.
experience sudden tram movements. So secure your
So
personal
crazy.
belongings and hold on. Finally, for your safety and the safety of
Screen
those
shield long.
around you, please do not use selfie sticks.
Kind of sucks because this is going to be a little bit blocked. I guess I hope it's like a see-through screen or something. You want to see this during the tram. And the cars are passing
With
through.
the movement on the tour, the phone could slip out. That's
kinda
it
whispering.
for the safety rules. All right, here we go. Head into the front lot via Universal's movie timeline. Posters on the right represent a few of the thousands of movies we've entertained you with over the years. Now, also on the right, see the white building? This is a real fire station. Fire Station 51. Oh, looks like they're a little busy. We salute the firefighters and the first responders. We so appreciate what they all do on a daily basis. That fire station is named after the fire station you would have seen in the very popular NBC TV series Emergency, that aired way back in the 1970s. Now, the first soundstage coming up on the left, soundstage 12, the birthplace of the Universal Monsters. A little more recently, stage 12, where Taylor Swift filmed the music
Sorry guys,
video
if you guys
to
were
her
like
song
messaging,
Need. And on your screen, some of the movies which have also used
typing chat, I can't read
soundstage
it.
number 12.
Behind the backstage, the beginning of Jurassic World.
We always start out with an empty soundstage, and then when the production moves in, we build whatever sets are needed for that particular project. That's pre-production. Get everything ready. Production or filming, post-production. Put the project together. On the left, we're going to go down a row of sound stages, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Now look to your left. The elephant door to stage 11 is open. You're going to peek in there. We call the doors elephant doors because when they're open wide, they're big enough to move an elephant inside or outside the soundstage. If you need an elephant for your production, we always put heavy padding on the walls and ceiling inside the soundstage. That helps keep sound in when filming occurs. And the width of the walls is about 18 inches thick, which also helps keep the sound inside. These soundstage, we get about 98% soundproofing. So if they are filming outside, there's a red light on, the wig-wag light. If it's on, we, the guides, get off our microphones, so our voices do not pick up on the soundtrack being recorded inside the soundstage. Everybody on the tram can always continue talking, only the guides have to be quiet. Some of the shows that filmed in that row of soundstages we just went by, Hacks starring Gene Smart, the Peacock streaming series Bel Air with Jabari Banks, Holly Shillita, and Coco Jones. Now, after we've completed our turn here, look to your left side. We have standalone soundstage 14. Notice the open area by 14. You're going to see these open areas around the sound stages on the front lot and around the sets on the back lot. When a production is using the sound stages, this is where you set up their base camp. Every production has the base camp. Trucks would hold lighting equipment, sound equipment, props. Trailers could be dressing rooms, wardrobe trailers, makeup trailers. You always have a craft service area at the base camp, providing meals for the cast and crew when they take a break. We have more front lot sound stages, but this time they're coming up on the right. We're going to be next to stages 16, 17, 18, and 19. Currently, stages 16, 18, and 19 are used for a new Peacock series, The 5-Star Weekend, starring Jennifer Garner, Timothy Oliphant, and Regina Hall. Before the five-star weekend moved into 18 and 19, coming up on the right, they were used for another Peacock series, The Paper, which will start streaming September 4th. Now, I want to point out, stage 19, which is coming up on your right, we did also use the our Academy Award-winning Best Picture of the Year, Oppenheimer. The base camp for the five-star weekend is to your left. Always try to keep the base camp close to where the production will be filmed. Makes it very convenient. Now keep looking on your left. Look who's standing by car one, left side. Ted, he's excited. He also has a show on Peacock. Ted, executive produced, directed by Jimmy Fallon. Notice behind Ted, there are small buildings. These are production bungalows. Inside, some of Hollywood's top writers, directors, producers come up with ideas for a script. That would be in the pre-production phase. Some of the production companies that you would find in the bungalows on the left include Mark Platt Productions, one of the producers on our worldwide blockbuster live-action hit film, How to Train Your Dragon, starring Jared Butler, Mason Thames, and Nico Parker. Mark Platt Productions will also bring us Wicked for Good in movie theaters later this year, November 21st. Coming up on the left, there is a very famous bungalow. Bungalow 5195, many years ago used by the great director Alfred Hitchcock, master of suspense. There it is, left side. He directed classic movies like Rear Window, The Birds, Vertigo, and his masterpiece, Psycho. Well, the last two sound stages you're going to be seeing on the front lot. They're on the left also, but they are in the back of this complex. Left side in the back, soundstage 25. Right side in the back, soundstage 26. Both used for the NBC comedy St. Thomas Medical with David Allen Greer, Wendy McClendon Kelly, and Allison Tolman. Their second season will premiere 2 back-to-back episodes Monday night, November 3rd. As we turn onto our back lot, let's take a look at St. Denis Medical.
I love the buzzword, a Coachella type vibe. St. Denis Regional Medical. St. Denis Regional Medical. That's a lot. She's quirky. St. Denis Regional Medical. The rhythm is gonna get you, and it got me.
St. Denis Medical, all episodes streaming now. Watch NBC on Peacock.
So this show shoots indoor scenes inside 2526 on the front lot, and then they just cross to the right, film outdoor scenes on the back lot in the Metropolitan set area. These buildings are facades, front and side of the building, nothing inside or on the back. Look on the right, there's the front of the hospital, and then also on the right, steps going up to an apartment building. That apartment building's on Brownstone Street. Here's some of our productions, which are filmed on Brownstone. We always keep our sets on the back lot, plain looking. Then when a production moves in, we make the sets like any city, any country, any time period.
I need to edit that, those videos together.
All right, folks, while we were watching the clip, we did a little time traveling. Welcome to Courthouse Square, better known as Hill Valley, from the Back to the Future films, starring Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson. This year, 40th anniversary of when Back to the Future first opened in theaters on July 3rd, 1985. That famous courthouse clock tower facade you see on the screen, it is here, it's on the left, but it's behind the City Hall facade. Other productions wanted to film in Courthouse Square. They did not necessarily want the famous courthouse clock tower facade in their scenes. So by putting another facade over it, other productions can film here. As we exit Courthouse Square, we're going to cross our very long New York Street. Now, to your left will be the East End of New York Street. By the way, season 17 finals for American Ninja Warrior on this Monday night. They went to Las Vegas for season 17. Well, since we've been talking about New York, I'll bring back my co-host, Jimmy Fallon. He knows an awful lot about New York.
started right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there. An old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Hey, it's cool, guys. It's just, just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Thank you, Jimmy. A very popular K-pop group, Blackpink. A member of that group, Jisoo. Jisoo filmed her Flower music video on our New York street also. You have seen our backlot, and especially these Metro sets, hundreds of times down through the years in movies, TV shows, commercials, and music videos. But you might not have known you were looking at the same location because of our ability to make the sets look so very, very different for each production. So the director will put together a production team. A very important person on that team, the production designer. They're in charge of the look for the sets, whether they're in the sound stages, whether using backlot outdoor sets, or whether the production goes on location. Over the years, a lot of productions have made our Metro sets look like New York City. New York City plays a big role in the story of King Kong. That's where it begins, New York City in the 1930s. Well, we are headed up now to King Kong 360 3D. Here's the Academy Award-winning director of Universal's 2005 film version of King Kong, Mr. Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong.
Remember the Friday of the Street Festival?
I like films that just take you away from Kong literally does that. I mean, you're just going to a lost island, you encounter monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times.
Most people don't
So I
know
was thrilled
tram
when
used to cross this bridge. This is gonna be, I don't know if it's spotty here, but it's gonna be in 3D, so I'll try to put the glasses, one of the lens glasses on it.
Hold on.
Sometimes it works,
Now,
it
Peter
might not
Jackson's
work.
version of King Kong stars Naomi Watts, Adrian Brody, and Jack Black. This film won Academy Awards for the sound and the special effects. If you've never seen Peter Jackson's version of King Kong, I highly recommend it. It starts out in New York City in the 1930s, and they hear about that mysterious Skull Island. They get on a boat, they sail to the island. Once they get to Skull Island, they are taken to an entirely different world. This is a world that you have never, ever seen before. And now let's us head back to Skull Island.
Kinda works. Alright, I'm gonna try it. It'll be a little bit tough. This thing's gonna be shaking all over the place. Hold on. Here's my drink. Oh. Oh, there's the water. Oh, the water again. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I love it when people love this set. Still miss the old one, but this is good. When the people working, it's good.
Digital 3D screens.
Alright, back outside.
Over 40 feet tall, 180 feet long, and it utilizes some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today. You may take off the glasses, set them aside. We're going to have you drop them in the bins at the end of the tour when we get to unload. And we thank you very, very much for doing that. You know, on the backlot especially, we try to use every available inch.
Pretty much I was holding the 3D glasses. So
We're going to head back toward the metro area. Give you another look at metro just from a different angle. So as we make our way down the road, looking to your left, you see all the white trailers, and then further down, there's some production vehicles. This area on the left, the base camp for St. Denis Medical, and it's a great location since they use sound stages 25-26 on the front lot, just around the corner. They also use the metro sets on the back lot for filming. Over the years, a lot of great directors have worked in our metro set area, from Alfred Hitchcock to Ron Howard, Clint Eastwood to Angelina Jolie to Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg got his start right here at Universal Studios. Okay, do you know who else got started here? The Monsters. This is the creation of our monster mural by artist Tristan Eaton, honoring the great horror characters of Universal. This completed mural will be coming up on the right. It's on the side of the building, honoring Dracula, the Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein monster, creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Wolfman. Tristan Eaton used 54 different colors and over 800 cans of spray paint to create that magnificent monster mural. To your left, you see Soundstage 34. We have been using 34 as a mill to build sets. Behind 34, Soundstages 30 and 31, used by NBC's The Voice. Season 28 will have its premiere next month. 2-night premiere, Monday and Tuesday night, September 22nd, 23rd, with great coaches. Michael Bublé, Niall Horan, Reba McEntire, and Snoop Dogg. Reba McEntire's NBC comedy Happy's Place works out of Soundstage 33, up ahead on the left. Happy's Place is coming back for a second season. They will have that premiere on Friday night, November 7th. Also on the left, see that body of water? We like to call it the Hollywood Ocean. On the back lot, we travel great distances in a very short amount of time. So after this turn, we're going to be in the Wild West. On the right, 6 points. Check out some of the great Western props. A prop anything on the set that an actor would touch or hold. But remember, we're going to travel fast. From the Wild West, we're headed out east to Amity Island, a small New England town terrorized by that shark. One of our biggest hits ever, Steven Spielberg's Jaws, celebrating its 50th anniversary. It opened in theaters on June 20th, 1975. So please remember to stay seated. And welcome to Amity Island. Over on the right, look how nice it is this afternoon in Amity Island. There's a nice breeze blowing through. Uh-oh, something else blowing through. Shark! They just told the diver to get out of the water. There he is, there he is. Officer George, get out of the water. Shark going under. Headed right to you. Look out, look out. Too late. Okay, we're going to clear the area. Stay on the upper dock, it's much safer. Look at the lower dock, it's smoking. The other lower dock is moving. The gas hose has come loose. If there are sparks, there could be a fire. On the eastern part of the United States. Takes place over 4th of July holiday weekend. See how the sets are decorated? That would be part of the production design set decoration. Now the movie is going to be re-released for a limited time only at the end of the month. So you can see Jaws on the big screen, the way it was meant to be seen. Well, remember, we love to travel very fast here on our backlot. Now, we've enjoyed our time at Amity Island, but now it's time to travel fast and head out to Old Mexico. As we turn, look to your left. See how the terrain becomes more of a desert region with the cacti. Old Mexico, the most quiet location of them all on the backlot. This section we're going into is where Lady Gaga filmed the music video to her song Judas. Why don't we just stop for a few moments and enjoy the nice quiet location?
Drink. Alright, here we go. Old Mexican flag. Yeah.
Oh, I see lightning flashing also. We have a big storm rolling in. You know, I think that storm's getting closer. Thunder's getting louder. There's the rain. Okay, well, you know what that means. Storm now sitting right on top of us. So watch the rain coming down. Well, looking to me as if the rain is getting much, much heavier. Not a good sign, folks. That was a very big thunder boomer. Now I hear kind of a rumbling sound, very dim. Anyone else hear it? Hear it? It sounds like it's getting closer. What is that sound? Outside, flash flood. Take cover. Look out. Thousands of gallons of recycled water being released from tanks way up on top of the hill. The water comes down and then it goes right back up again. We're going to be swept out of this section of Old Mexico, but swept into another section of Old Mexico where the music video for Camila Cabello's song, My Oh My film. Now, earlier this year, this part of Old Mexico was transformed into Milan, Italy, an NBC sport. And they were doing interviews with some of the athletes who will participate in the Winter Olympics in Milan, February 2026. It'll all be televised on the NBC and Peacock networks. Oh, look at this. We're getting swept out of Old Mexico into the Old West. Welcome to the heart of 6 Points. The majority of the buildings are facades. A couple of the structures on the left, the saloon and the opera house, are practical sets, built so you film indoors, outdoors. Right where our tram is, Steven Spielberg shot scenes for his classic Warner Brothers film, The Color Purple, starring Whoopi Goldberg. A little more recently, Hacks with Gene Smart.
Team members.
It streams on HBO Max. Well, they're currently streaming the fourth season. One of the episodes used 6 points for filming. This location got its name in the silent days of movie making. Back then, they had 6 different streets that converged into one central area. Back then, you could film 6 different movies at the same time. They were all silent movies. You were not recording sound. More movies have filmed at 6 points than anywhere else in the world, especially if you count all the silent movies that filmed here. Now, as we ride out of 6 points, we're about halfway through the tour, so I'll just remind everyone, please remain seated during the entire tour. The studio is private property. If at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you just cannot wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord to get my attention, and I will be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. All right, so we were just in the Wild West. How about a little trip to Europe? We're headed to a very historic location on our backlot, Little Europe, famous for where we filmed the classic Hollywood monster movies. Now, these monster movies filmed starting in the silent days of movie making. 1923's The Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1925's The Phantom of the Opera. Both of those films starring the legendary Lon Chaney. We're going to turn right now into Little Europe.
Dang.
We did stretch our love for the horror films and the monster movies into the sound era. 2 early sound films. They both opened back in 1931, and they really helped with Universal
What the
on
heck?
the
Wait,
map. Those 2 movies are
it's updated.
Dracula with Bela Lugosi and Frankenstein, starring Boris Karloff. Dracula came out first, was a big hit. That's when we decided to make Frankenstein. Guess who we offered the role of the Frankenstein monster to first? Bela Lugosi, who had played Dracula. But he turned the role down. He said, I don't want to spend hours putting on that heavy monster makeup. Please find somebody else. So we looked around the studio, an actor named Boris Karloff working here. You see him up on the screen. He's on the right side
This
of the
must have been
photo.
used or something.
He accepted the role of the Frankenstein monster, and he created film history. The gentleman in the photo on the left, legendary makeup artist Jack Pierce. He created the look for the Frankenstein monster. There it is. You know, these early horror films really have inspired filmmakers down through the years. Here's some of the filmmakers to tell you who their favorite monsters have been.
Monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, the Hunchback, the Invisible Man, the classic. Brilliant. That Frankenstein, Flatman. It's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the universal horror film. There's no like Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney. I know the original Universal Studios Mummy movie is scary. It's still rated on every channel.
So Little Europe's been here a long time, since about 1914, as long as our studio's been out here in Southern California. But look to your left, next to Little Europe. You got a modern day house, practical set, built so you film indoors, outdoors. That house has only been here about 17 years. It sits on Denver Street, one of the oldest sections on the back lot. We used to film westerns on Denver Street, but as you see, Denver Street's been remodeled to some extent. That open area in front of the house, perfect for a base camp, especially if you're gonna film at the house or even Little Europe. Now, also in the area, we have Soundstage 50, the only 2-level soundstage in all of Hollywood. You see the red lights on, but I'm not getting off the mic. That's because we get 100% soundproofing with Soundstage 50. This stage is brand new, state-of-the-art. Only 2-level soundstage in all of Hollywood. Watch the light. If it goes from red to green, we're going to be able to take you into the lower level of Soundstage 50. The sets here are permanent. So like the other sound stages, you build them, you film, you take them down. These are permanent. So anyone was going to film in stage 50, they know what the sets will look like. Up top is an urban street scene set, a lower level set, a Northern California subway station set. So watch the light. Let's see what we got. I see green. Let's go in. Now, as we go into 50, please remain seated and hold on. So lower level, Northern California subway station set. Check out the detail. This set is also fully dressed, ready for filming. So for production filming to begin, the director would say, places leaves right on the set. You're rolling the film and the camera, and action. Once again, everybody, hold on. Whoa. So good. Can go backwards. So cool. Experience a little deja vu. On the right, 6 points, the western area. On the left, the other end of Denver Street, where we did film some of these sound westerns. I think I might still go live later. We'll see. See what time I'm after. Now, since it is the 50th anniversary of when Jaws opened in theaters, we're going to give you another look at Ebony Island. A bird's eye view coming up on the right. Steven Spielberg instrumental. Sorry. Adjusting the Jaws attraction for our studio tour.
Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I got the creation of the ride. It's a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers that were trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way. Frankly, not just so short, but come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the trams.
Base Motel.
And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on the Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Spielberg. Now, how about a jaunt through an average suburban neighborhood? Oh. Welcome to Colonial Street. Look up on your screens. Here's a scene from the 1989 Tom Hanks film The Birds, which filmed on Colonial. Another movie that filmed here you might have seen, Casper, with Christina Ricci.
I forgot that it's called.
Music video Dilemma with Nelly and Kelly Rowland. But for 8 seasons, Colonial Street, known as Wisteria Lane, on the ABC Touchstone television series, Desperate Housewives.
Most kids don't know that now. They need to reuse this for something else now.
Now, these homes have had some work done, so they have an interior structure space where you could film indoors, outdoors, so they could make them practical sets. You might have also noticed some of the homes are renovated. Well, these Troops with Kiki Palmer filmed their fourth
That's why it
season
was
here.
off.
Another Peacock show that has used Colonial Street, Ted. Look up on the screens. Here's the house where the character Johnny, played by actor Max Burkholder, lives in on Ted. That home's been repainted. It's coming up here on the left. It's now cream colored. Which color do you like better? Blue or cream? Cream or blue? Smash Mouth.
Definitely.
Star music video also shot here on Colonial Street. Well, as we exit Colonial Street, we're going to see our location change right before our eyes. Colonial Street, average suburban neighborhood. As we leave, we're going to bring you up Wilderness Road, a very remote location. As we get further up the road, look on both sides of the tram park. You'll see a lot more trees, plants, bushes, shrubs. In the 1950s and 60s, we filmed a lot of TV westerns here on the back lot using Wilderness Road, like Wagon Train. So this street had a lot of dirt on it. We didn't have pavement back then in the Wild West, so we put dirt on the road, had a lot of cowboys galloping up and down Wilderness Road. Nowadays, of course, vehicles are traipsing up and down Wilderness Road, just like our tram is right now. Speaking of vehicles, get your cameras out. Coming up after our next turn, coming up after the turn on the left, you're going to see some great picture cars. Any vehicle used in production is a picture car.
Oh, right, yeah, they're
First
prepping
vehicle,
for
left side, you'll see
vacation.
the original Glamour Tram. This is what our studio tour vehicle looked like when the tour originated July 15, 1964. Now, if you glance to the right, this is pre-production for our annual Halloween Horror Nights event, kicking off September 4th for selected nights through November 2nd. So we're getting things ready. Around the corner, we have our scale replica of LA's most iconic landmark, the Hollywood sign, and a classic film from Hollywood, shot right here at Universal in this location. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Over on the right, two of the most iconic sets
Oh,
ever
man.
created.
No
The
Norman
Bates
Bates.
Motel, and up above, Norman Bates' house from Psycho. Psycho opened in 1960, caused a sensation. This is the 65th anniversary when the
Hollywood
movie
sign
opened
is
in theaters,
I forgot.
with Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates and Janet Leigh as Marion
I missed it when it was
Crane.
Jaws. Yeah, that was cool. Bloody Hollywood
Let's
style.
take you by the house coming up at the top of the hill on the left side. Now, do you remember the brilliant film score Arthur created for the movie Psycho? He only
Where's
used
Mother?
the string section. Oh, there's Norman.
Oh wait, Norman's here.
Let's
Hey,
get
where's
out
Mother?
here.
What?
He's looking upset.
Norman, come back.
Part 4, that was a close one. Well, around the corner, one of the most spectacular sets ever created. The airplane crash science set from Steven Spielberg's blockbuster Paramount film, War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning.
The airplane crash is perfect example of a set that is all designed around a big steam. You forget that's the down and talk about the War of the Worlds. I thought, what if it doesn't go right in a big movie? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen to me. Listen now. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay, I'm closed. Bobby, get in. Get in.
Now the airplane on your left, that's a real airplane, but it was an old airplane. It was not going to be flying anymore. It was purchased for approximately $60,000 from an airport in Mojave, California. And then flatbed trucks transported the airplane to the back lot for the filming. When Steven Spielberg filmed War of the Worlds, he did film on location, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, but he did come here to Southern California and use several of the studios to film, including Universal Studios. Now, earlier this year, Ariana Grande released a short film entitled Brighter Days Ahead. Some of that short film shot up here at the crash site set. This series is also in pre-production for the annual Halloween Horror Nights event. And we are just about 15 minutes from the end of the tour, and we'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Remember to pull the emergency cord if you need assistance and remain seated at all times. From this crash site set, we head to another set, Jupiter's Claim. Set used in Jordan Peele's movie Nope, starring Academy Award winner Daniel Kaluuya and Emmy winner Keke Palmer. In Nope, Jupiter's Claim is over a UFO hotspot. Now, the movie is rated R, but if you haven't seen it, here's part of a G-rated trailer. It'll give you an idea what the movie is about.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Keke Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Claim.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud?
Yeah. No.
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
No.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Hell no.
When Nope filmed, they did shoot here at the beginning of the movie. They're in a soundstage 26. Well, after they finished filming, they changed the numbers on the sound stages, so it's actually now stage 30 where the voice works out. But the majority of the film shot north of us in the Santa Clarita Valley area of California. We brought the set, dismantled it to our back, reassembled it here. It's just a kind of condensed version of the set. And here he is, the Academy Award-winning director-writer of Nope, Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sharon. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Live. Anyway, behind this haunted face, Rush Frontier Town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the Approximate. Welcome to the world of No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, that's our cue to get out. So far, we've taken you all over Universal, showing you wonderful locations that can be used for a project. Over the years, a lot of great directors have used these locations for their productions. Paramount among those directors, Academy Award winner Steven Spielberg. We've been very privileged to have a wonderful working relationship with Spielberg. We all know we got to start here at Universal Studios. Here he is to tell you how it all began.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios just as a high school kid on a tour bus. Remember in those days there were trams, there were buses called the Gray Line Tour Bus. And I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. It was my first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. And when everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes tickets until I'm sure the bus left. And then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. They're made all over the world, on location, but Motel was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage. And I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
Thank you again, Mr. Spielberg. Well, folks, by taking our tour, you have become part of our history. And for over 110 years, Universal Studios has been thrilling audiences around the globe. Our founder, Carl Laemmle, had a vision. He wanted to make movies that would make audiences laugh or cry or sit on the edge of their seats. When he first opened the doors of Universal City in 1915, he wanted to open up the world of movie making to everyone. He understood the power of storytelling on the big screen and the excitement that going behind the scenes can inspire. This excitement going behind the scenes was raised to a new level when the current studio tour opened on July 15, 1964. And we thank each and every one of you for taking the world-famous studio tour. To our past members, thank you very much for being with us. Not a past member, head up to the Universal box office to find out how to upgrade today's ticket to an annual pass. Come back again and again. And make sure you've downloaded the Universal Studios Hollywood app so you can confirm about any of the movies and TV shows you saw on the tour. Visit the website www.uphe.com or today ask at any of the retail stores. Don't forget, opening here next year, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster. It's going to be awesome. Speaking of awesome, please give our driver Corey a big round of applause. He did a great job. And on behalf of myself, Mr. Guy, our driver Corey, was here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We hope you've enjoyed this exclusive behind-the-scenes experience. Please watch arms, legs, fingers, toes when the gates open. Watch your step. Please drop 3D glasses in the bins. Thank you for doing that. I'll be in the plaza area.
They changed it back to the Hollywood.
It is hot. Please stay hydrated. Have a wonderful rest of the day and into the evening. And as we say here in Hollywood,